Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our next episode of Rasor County. We are back in our little city, and since the last episode, I wanted to go over some stuff that I've changed since then. Nothing overly crazy, um, and nothing that's beyond the scope of something that I would consider just a fix. I have rearranged the industry. So if you remember last time, we were growing this industrial area over here, and I did some testing off stream, and I reworked this to be as effective as possible for what I wanted it to do. Um, and what I need it to do is to convince the AI that it's faster to take the collectors that we have rather than going through the city. Because if you see right now, I can actually show you in game. If I go to here, not specifically you, I just want this. If I go here, you can see that we have a ton of truck traffic that's winding its way through the city on just the grids right now. So I want to handle some of that today. I want to take care of a couple other things and grow this little corner. And one of the first things I want to start doing is to build a cargo rail station. And that will allow us to have, apparently, I can't, there we go. That will allow us to have a greater deal of control of traffic and a greater deal of control over our in and out through this industrial area. And the way I'm going to do that is by building me a frontage road, and then apparently fixing the angle. There we go. And same over here. And I want this area, especially right here, this part that sticks out, to be a port in the future. We're going to put key walls around this and turn this into a full-fledged like cargo terminal. But right now, since we don't have access to that, we are just going to use a cargo rail terminal. And I think I want to shove that back just a little bit. And I can draw the rail line straight across. Oh, no. Again, I want there to be a cargo terminal there in the future, so I want to make this a bypass. So that the trains coming out of this, or coming out of and going into this terminal, will not interfere with the operations of the port. And I'm trying to give just a little bit more space to this intersection, or this this junction, so trains don't get stuck in here because that's usually what happens to stuff like this. I do like fixing these. I'm gonna make this 20. Yeah, that looks fine. And then we'll bring that over there in a couple minutes. This is gonna make a substantial amount of traffic, and it's going to make a substantial amount of traffic for pretty much everything. I think right now just I was trying to figure out what else I could change before I link this the rails up, but there's not really much I could do. So what is my angle? I want to do 6. Close enough. Bring this back. There we go. These are always so finicky when you use them with Node Controller. I don't know why. That has to be something involved with the vanilla game. That these rails just get so broken when you use them with Node Controller. This is such a good mod. Such a good mod. There we go. So we've got a rail connection. And oh, the other thing I wanted to do was get rid of this. So for right now, we don't need a bypass rail station. But what I want to put down is the rail asset. Apparently that doesn't have any zoning on it. The rail asset from the Seaside Resort, and this is definitely what I want to see. And I'm going to take a little bit of eminent domain, just a tad, I promise. Just a tad. And I can scoot this just a hair. And also bring these roads back to line them up with, whoa, line them up with the train track. Fix these. There we go. That's what I want. Oh. This, yeah, this, is not gonna work for me. I think I want to do bendy buses for this line, but again, right now, this line is just a little not real. It's a temporary transit line for right now. So in my opinion, I don't feel like I have to worry too much about, you know, worrying about my bus route. I want to expand our public transit. Certainly I want to continue growing our public transit, but right now I think that this one line we've got is sufficient. It definitely needs something, but I just feel like putting bendy buses on it's kind of just a little too much, too overkill for this. I guess right now I'm gonna put bendy buses on them. We'll do that for now. We'll do that for now and see how that works for us. Where does the line go when it comes here? Does it loop? Yeah, these, you would see these on like on a rapid transit corridor. You wouldn't see this on a suburban transit line. I just wish that those regular buses had more capacity to them, because 30 people on a bus is absolutely nothing. You would get at least 150 people on a regular bus, and that's not even crush capacity. You could slam some people into a bus, especially on a transit corridor that's that packed. And I realized I did not change that. I realized I hadn't changed the time. So the other thing I want to do is move our sewage. Ooh, we need water badly. We very much need water, and I need to find a new place to put a water tower. The reason why I like water towers is because logically thinking, you wouldn't have a city this small with a water pump that large. You would have water towers. And as unfortunate as it is, and as fortunate as we've scattered this place in water towers, that's what you would see in communities this small. You wouldn't see a fully fledged, you know, water pumping system yet. We just don't have the amount of people necessary for that. And also I have realized that these buses are stopping our fire engines. And as this place burns down... Oh, this has no electricity. That is a slight issue. Here we go. You've got water, I think. Yeah. Now we should be able to get cargo in and out of here. What are you? Commuter train. Oh, you're probably leaving the station. Yep. So right now I want to leave this, let it run for a little bit, see what happens. And while we are doing that, I'm going to continue to build out our residential, because we have demand for it, and we have demand to reach our next milestones. I forget what we get in the next one. I cannot remember off the top of my head what we get in the next one. I am looking forward to putting down waste transfer facilities, because I greatly like those more than I like the incinerators, even though incineration is the best way to get rid of garbage in the real world. I just like the functionality of the waste transfer facilities better in City Skylines than I do for real life. And what did we unlock? We unlock the big water treatment stuff. And the big water tower. That will be a savior. So the next one at 17,000 is when we unlock the waste transfer facilities. So that will be good for us. High school. Ooh, we need another high school. I think I'm gonna use that as an opportunity to put a high school here, as well as place down a park, because we really don't have that many parks in this area. And one of that park will be a basketball court, as well as a local clinic, because that is another need that we have that we should fulfill for our community. Something I was thinking about for the area on our 4-lane collector that we have, that we don't have the path area, my thought was to make that into, I guess you could think about it, a farmer's market. And again, I can use the organic local produce to draw this district and give it the organic and local produce, yeah. And this district, I'm not going to make this district any special, but I am just going to draw a new one. I really need names, and I still have no idea what to call this area yet. I'm very much lacking in that department, right now at least. So any suggestions that you have would be very, very enjoyed, appreciated, because I have no idea. No idea what I want to name this city. Or I don't know what I want to name this particular part of the region. So this will be downtown, and I still don't have a name for downtown yet, but I want a name to refer to this community, and I don't have one yet. So that is something that I would like to have happen in the future. One of the other thoughts I had was creating a fishing industry. Now, that would be something, especially with this block that I have, and seeing as I could make it a part of the farmer's market, I would like to put the fish market here, as well as maybe the, like, snowy market thing. And I think that I could take advantage of that right here. Now, if I draw some roads, and follow the coast just a little bit, oh, I don't have anarchy on. Whoops. There we go. And is that level enough, maybe? I'd rather it be level with the rest of the roads we have around here. There we go. I want to draw a key wall here. Whoa, that is way too far to the it's way too far to close to the ground. Here we go. I don't know what that was about. I don't like making this a cul-de-sac, but I really don't want to... Maybe I can just do it right here. Oh, no. There we go. What I can do is place down a Whoa, I'm on the wrong tab again. There we go. A fishing building. Fishing harbor, there we go. Whoa, big city. We've unlocked. Yes, and big water tower. I want to put that down almost immediately. I'm going to replace one of these older water towers with a new one. And how much water does that give me? Come on. How much water does that give me? Oh, a lot. Yes. I think I can do that to one more, and probably one of the one that we just put down. Yeah, that will give us a ton more water. Oh, we are... The other half of the issue is we're running out of electricity. What is my thought process? I can't wait to unlock nuclear power plants, but we're nowhere near that yet. So I'm not going to touch that yet. However, right now, I've got room for one of these geothermal power plants. And that will just push us... Yeah, that'll fulfill our electricity needs for right now. For right now, at least. This needs water and electricity. And it also needs a path. These are very finicky. And I know how finicky they are. Can I... I just realized I could do something. Wait, I could do that. Haha. I know that these can be finicky, and I know that a lot of people have a lot of opinions on how these should work, because you don't use the full capacity of the boat as it's driving around. Let's speed this up just a little bit. Yeah, as it looks pretty much the whole way back, it's going to be cruising, which I don't mind. That definitely adds a lot to our coastline. So I am in favor of that. I am not in favor of these random trees that have decided they just want to be there for some reason. Yeah, so right now I find this to be fine. And what fish factory would be something good to keep over here, because this is a noxious, dirty use, and you would want to stick it over here next to the industry. I'm not gonna connect this up. It is going to be a cul-de-sac, which again I don't like, but it's a cul-de-sac that is connected elsewhere. Actually, no, I don't have to make this cul-de-sac. Wait a minute. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Unlock that road. Now I can actually do something to it. There we go. There we go. And this will start taking products out of here and making commercial goods out of them, which we want. We want that to be happening for the sake of our... Which way is this facing? I think I should point this way. I think. For right now, at least. The other half is the fish market, which I want to place right on our collector. And I'll fill in this commercial too. So this area will be a kind of a pseudo tourism area because the game counts for some reason counts the fish market as a tourist attraction, which I don't understand, but more power to the tourists, I guess. This space, not a lot I can do with it. I want to place this here, and I want to integrate this somehow into our community. And I think that I can do that by hiding some paths through here. Hold on. Yes, I can. Ah, ah, ah. So I can hide some pedestrian paths inside of this market. And then I'm gonna surround this with commercial, so people have access to it. Sweet. I like that. It's a little Christmassy. I understand that. But, you know, maybe it's Christmas. I'm not one to judge. And I really think part of me wants to move this. Didn't I disconnect its road? Hold on. Didn't I unlock this? Yeah, I did. Oh, it gains its road back when you move it. That's weird. I want to connect this to this road, but closer to there. No, I'm still in the wrong tab. There we go. And what I'm doing is giving me room to put a second one down. And that's also what I'm doing with these paths, is giving me room to put a second fish harbor or fishing harbor on it. Unlock. Draw the road. There we go. Now I got two of these. And I can do a little bit of this. Now that one I want to pay attention to, because this one will definitely get all of its fish in. This one I don't know if it will. It's gonna fill up by the time it gets to the end. It's made it about halfway. Yeah, it's gonna make it. Okay. Not enough fish. Well, wait around for 5 minutes. You'll get some fish. And this cargo terminal is working like a beaut. Of course, this is without any other traffic in this area, so this intersection that it's in front of is probably going to break down here in a little while when we actually have some, when we place the ports, when we have some traffic in the future. Oh, this area is filled in really nice. I really like this. So you can see that there's people that are actually in the park, or that are actually in the market as visitors, and then there's actually people walking through it, which is a little kind of funky, and maybe I'm gonna fix that because they're kind of off just a little bit. I'm gonna turn my snapping off. These two move it a little bit. Ooh. Kind of out of the way. There we go, that's the other one. And I can also connect that one to here. There we go. So those are our paths through this area. And that looks better. That looks like people are actually walking through the open area. And now that has added some random ass traffic lights that are scattered throughout here, but I just won't look at those. I'll go away from them. Oh, we never zoned this in. How dumb am I to not finish Lafayette Park? I'm gonna make the Lafayette family unhappy, apparently. Let me finish that. There we go. I thought this was part of... I thought I zoned this as part of this district. I guess not. We have a ton of traffic. Ton of traffic using this interchange now. And especially using this road, which I want to see. I want to see a lot of traffic on this road. However, it's really just combined to one lane. So I think maybe I could do this for right now and keep this as a 2-lane, because we really don't have any other traffic any other way. Yeah. Oh, and I need to fix my junctions. That should be a traffic light, because that's 2 collectors, but this can be a stop sign. We'll see how that works for right now. We'll see if that breaks down, which it may be doing somehow. For some reason, they're deciding it's easier to go this way, which that may be a possibility because I did this. So I'm gonna re-upgrade that and see if that solves some of my issues. Yeah. I guess they decide that this has more priority over the 2-lane one, which, whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, and welcome to Rasor County. I am very late on names, and I have no idea when I name all of this area. Um, I'm trying to find a name for this district or this area of Rasor County. Um, this is going to be a more historical, low density area. Of course, there's a little bit of gentrification, but of course, this is where I hollowed out our industry. So you would imagine you'd see newer gentrification like this in an area like this, as well as the development of this farmer's market, which I want to mirror on the other side of the road, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I'm trying to still find a name for this whole area, and that I do not know. Fish sold last week, 130. 30, apparently. Nice. This road, I want to know. You are not staying the same road. Hold on. I don't care about street naming. I am not going that far into depth with this. Yeah, that's not my thing. I will put a traffic light there, and I will put a traffic light there, but all the rest of these should have stop signs. Okay. The rest of... Ooh, traffic, but it's still working. So right now, traffic is still fine. Trains can trains can get in and out without clogging each other up, which is one of the big things that I was worried about. Do they have room? I think there's just barely enough room to fit 2 trains on this track. We'll have to see. That'll probably happen in the future, and they'll get stuck on each other, and then they won't be able to, you know, they won't work anymore, and this will break itself. Ooh. The other thing I want to place, fire is something we should pay attention to. I don't want to put that down. That's way too big. I don't mind putting that there. Police, we're fine. Healthcare, we are fine right now because we only have 15,000 people. And we've got no people that are sick. Sweet. Okay. Since this is a newer expanse, I want to do something a little different than we've done already. I want to make a new age car dependent hellhole. And the way that I think I can do that is one by fencing up. Whoa. That's really weird, but okay. Way I can do that is blocking off access to these streets and possibly maybe giving access through paths. We'll see about that. But I want to do a stupid neighborhood. I want to do a stupid loopy-doopy high-class neighborhood. And I can do that by taking my time and the rest of this I actually want to gate off from the community. So this will be a gated community. Apparently. Apparently is how I've made it. I'm gonna make this a gated community. I'm gonna completely block access to the roads I would consider through roads. And however, I will allow a small gap for a road primarily to serve the high school that's right here. So it's kind of illogical, but that's how neighborhoods are developed nowadays. You try to minimize intersections as much as possible, and as much as you can do three-way intersections and not any larger. This is a very unsustainable way to build neighborhoods. Very, very, very unsustainable, and it just leads to more car dependency. Which I don't like, but that's how cities are, and it is almost guaranteed that eventually a city would see something like this develop, even if it's a commercial property. You can think maybe this used to be a farm and it was bought out by a developer at one time, especially when this pseudo highway got built. They would have bought out this blight, pretty much, this land that would have been unused otherwise. And that would contribute to car dependency, and that's what we don't like, but that is what I am going to convince you is happening here. Yeah, whoa, not there. Not there, not there, not there. But There. No, whoops, I'm dezoning stuff I didn't mean to dezone. There we go. So these I want to be a very, very upper with water. That is something that you would need in a neighborhood. Just maybe. Yeah, you never know. I mean, these could be... I went on about how this would be a high-class neighborhood. You never know. Maybe it's an affordable community in the way that it's affordable. It just doesn't have any water. And once these start to develop, I will fill this in with a lot of trees. Like a lot of trees. I don't like that path. But I do like that path. I don't like that path either. Whoa, I don't want to zone housing here. Or there. Go away. Now this I can fill in with trees. Whoa, I have got tree whatever on, apparently. There we go. And just for good sake, I'll throw a couple of red cedars in here. There we go. Now I'm done. And again, the rest of this, when it starts to fill in and develop, I will tree it up. Poplar Park? I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. What do we have for names? Park Heights, Dean Square, Forest District, Butler Hills, Laurel Heights. What if I just start naming just Concord, Sunset? No. Sterling? No. Primrose? No. Park? No. Valley Heights, Moore Square, Mill Hills, Thornton Park, Highland Park, Dale Square, Hickory Heights, Wood Square, Pearl Heights, Summit Hills, Cedar Oak, Laurel, Vermont, Aspen, Aspen, Aspen. Aspen what? Aspen Township. So, I guess we have a name. This is Aspen Township. Is this right here within these boundaries. Do I have access to... Yes, I do. I want to zone a district around you. And I'm gonna turn on virtually the infinite money cheat. So our profit right now is around 7,000. And I'm gonna do 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 13. Oh, we're stabilizing. 14. So these three, industrial space planning, allowed zoned industry to work even more efficiently by overlooking a few workplace safety laws, doubles the amount of goods produced by zone industry buildings, but the upkeep is only 6 cents or 6 simoleon dollars. Big business benefactor, perks for large businesses, high density commercial businesses double their sales, but the upkeep is only 4 sim dollars. And then small businesses, low density commercial doubles their sales. Now that is how you make money in this game. Yeah. So the other thing I want to do in this area is filter waste. I find that to be something that you would look forward to. And that would be something you would desire your industry to do, is filter out their industrial waste. And hopefully that'll solve some of our issues for a little bit. Slowly filling this in, and I think I can use my forest brush to fill in some of these areas. Especially along this backside, by this collector, and over here. Then again, the rest of this I will fill in when the time comes. There we go. That looks a lot better. Unfortunately, they cannot park here, which I realize is a slight disadvantage. You know, whatever. They'll deal with it. They just don't need to have parking at their houses, you know? What is happening to this? What is happening to this node? What the hell? What was that? Okay. Interesting. That was weird. Oh, also, since the last episode, I used Rico to put houses that I wanted on this estate. if you were wondering what happened since last time. Because I was fighting with that last time to get it to do what I wanted. How many people will we have visiting here? 70 people. But I think that counts, again, I think that counts as a tourist. No, that counts as a tourist area, but it is attractive to tourists. So tourists find it attractive just like they find that attractive. Why are there just some random businesses that are attractive for some reason? Yeah. This area looks really nice. I just keep thinking about this. I keep coming back to it and I go, damn, this does look really nice. We've got good fish production. Still complaining about not enough fish for some reason, but they'll figure themselves out. Traffic's doing good over here. That is what I was worried about in the first place. And all in all, we seem to be doing well. And I'm going to take a drink of some water. Ah. Transit. So transit connectivity is the other thing I'm thinking about. And I can use this kind of a smaller line, maybe. Just to loop through our busiest areas, and offer a ring route for transit connectivity, and I'm gonna make it go both ways. And I'm gonna have to move. I didn't want to have to move the camera. I'm gonna make it go both ways for ease of flow, but that'll cover a little bit more area than it would have otherwise. I think I want to back this off 1 block from that neighborhood. Not because I don't like the people who live in that neighborhood, but because I think that it will cover more customers. I'm going for coverage. What the hell is this neighborhood called? I want to call this... Oh, I should have done high-tech housing. Damn it. I don't want to do that because then all these houses will get deleted. I mean, I can afford that. I've got the population for it. But damn it. Should have done that ahead of time. I'll do it with the next one. Whatever. So this one won't be high-tech housing, but the other ones will. Daffodil Park. That sounds pompous enough for me to agree to leave that there. I do want to make sure our signs are correct for ins and outs of here. Yep.